So then, which brings us to game modes.
Hmm.
So some people ask about peaceful or creative mode or whatever, and maybe that's even relevant to what I just said before about needing to know what the game is more supposed to be like first, or is that not relevant?
In some ways, yeah. I mean, we have been looking at. I mean, game modes is kind of a broad thing. You could make it into a really broad thing, right? Because you could have this whole window where you could adjust all these settings of how you want your game specifically to play. And that is something that might be a bit extensive, but it might totally be worth it. But things like peaceful mode and creative mode, I don't think they're too hard for us to do. And they seem very much worth it, because I think a lot of players would just love to build without having to worry about costs in any way. And a lot of players do not like the combat because it's just like they don't have the reaction time, or that's not the reason that they want to play this. And I think we should support those options because of that.
Yeah.
And I mean, internally we do have cheats that would allow this. It's just that they're very crude, I think. So
Yeah.
that's why we haven't done it yet. But yeah, I mean,
Is
we will.
Yeah, it is like one other thing that we've said before, as for why we don't want to do it just yet, is that we need to focus feedback on what we want to do, like on sorry ugh, on building the base game for the most part. If we start getting feedback from folks in creative mode who want certain things, which is not relevant to the base game, then it's going to muddy the waters a little bit. Is that do you think that that is a legit reason, or is that not really part of the decision making on that topic so far?
I lost you there.
Yeah, me too, man.
Too long, did not listen.
Uh, so
You gotta-
okay,
yeah.
so is my brain. So is muddying the waters one reason we don't want to go into other game modes just yet? So
Yeah.
if we have people in, yeah. So okay, that
That,
made
yeah.
sense. Well, could have said it in 10 words.
No, I was just not listening. That was the problem. It wasn't that it was too long.
Yeah,
I
classic.
just lost my focus for a bit. No, that has been an argument that has been brought up by someone. I don't know who.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it would be a problem, right? Because if all these people start playing in different ways, then we don't really know necessarily what they're referring to when they give us feedback on certain things.
Yeah.
And even if they say, "Oh no, I'm playing in this mode," then we still get a lot of these different directions that we're getting feedback from that might just kind of make it harder for us to address issues.
Yeah.
It might not be the biggest problem,
And
so
I guess-
we will have to assess it. But yeah, it could be an issue.
I guess to some degree, there are people who are making mods for the game, unofficially. I guess to some degree, that's also part of it. However, that would contribute the same sort of confusion, maybe, or muddying of the waters of our feedback that we get. However, I also think that folks who go through that effort to get mods kind of just know that when their frustrations around, despite using the mods, they don't really give that feedback, maybe, or
I'm not sure.
yeah.
I think generally the mods just make their lives better, but they might have more issues, like technical problems coming up, right?
Yeah, for sure.